Good morning and welcome to day number 2 here at Hansa-Park in Germany, where we're back to do some more rides and of course for one thing and one thing only, to get more re-rides on the absolutely... No wait, we've come back to check this plant just down here to make sure they've replanted it, which they have. There we go. Look at that, it's now the 15th of May 2019. How cool is that? We mentioned it yesterday, how they replant it daily. Obviously that bit has to be done every day, and then this bit, you know, once every month and year. But it's cool, isn't it? Like, really like that. But yes, we are back at the beautiful Hansa-Park. It is a very pretty park actually, and we're back to get on some more re-rides. Of course, Carnan. There's a few bits we didn't get yesterday. There's one roller coaster credit out of the 7 that we didn't get because it was closed. There's 2 log flumes to do. There's a dinghy slide, and yeah, oh, there you go. The hand just moved on that clock. And here we are, here's Harry, back for another day. And yeah, looking forward to getting some more re-rides on things. It's going to be a much shorter video than yesterday, because of course we covered everything pretty much yesterday of the major things. But there's still some stuff to see. Also got the parade that I'm going to share some highlights with in this video as well. We did sort of see it a little bit in the distance yesterday, so we've kind of got an idea what to expect. And the parade did actually look quite good. So we've got that coming up. I think that's at 3 o'clock this afternoon. And yeah, just have a bit more of an explore around the park, share some more thoughts on Carnan if we get to try some different rows and things, and yeah, just generally have another day here at Hansa-Park. We said this yesterday, it is a one-day park. It is quite a small, compact park. However, we wanted to make sure we had enough time to come back, get some more re-rides, and it's a good job really, as we'd have missed out on the junior roller coaster from Vekoma, which is that one just there, not the Schwarzkopf, the one that's just in between it there as well. And yeah, just get some more re-rides. Like, we only did Highlander once. We only did, well, I say we did Carnan, what, 4 times yesterday? I think it was 4, which was good really, but the other Gerstlauer, the Eurofighter, we only actually did that twice, so we'd like another couple of goes on that because it was really good. The best Gerstlauer rides I've ever been on in this park. Still can't help but feel, and I know some of you are going to think I'm crazy saying this, but I feel like it needs a standout roller coaster. And I know everyone's saying, oh, that's Carnan, and it is, but I don't know, it just feels like it needs one more big ride in this park. I don't know, like just maybe a B&M coaster or something, really smooth, enjoyable experience. I don't know what, but something like that I think is needed. Just saying, actually, a bit of this park does actually resemble Phantasialand in Germany a little bit as well, in my opinion. The fact that how the entrance is set up, like you've got this street just here, obviously you've got a couple of rides down the bottom of it, and this is very Phantasialand as well, isn't it? The fact that you've got this just here as well, the chair swing. Says it's not quite as pretty as the one at Phantasialand, because that's got all fountains all around it and playing nice music. But it's quite funny because you walk into the entrance of Fantasia, you've got a carousel, and then you walk up the main street, and then you've got the chair swing. So there's a few bits that resemble it actually, and in terms of the size of the park, I'd say it's very, very similar actually to Phantasialand size-wise. I think Phantasialand feels bigger because of how some of the areas are set up. But you look at it on Google Maps, I will have to do a bit of a look at that actually and compare them both. I'd say in terms of the space, they are a very similar size. So anyway, welcome to day 2. Get some more footage from around the park. It's another glorious day. The sun is shining. And along with the rides, we've got some more different attractions to go and see as well. I've just spotted one over there. More attractions to discover. Now, something else that we've got to go on here today is the train ride that takes you around Hansa-Park. But look at this. This looks to me like it's an old train that maybe used to run here around the park. I mean, definitely not on this track, because this track over here, which is for the actual railway that still operates, is a lot thinner, isn't it? But yeah, maybe they used to have a bigger track. Like, you look at that there, it's a lot wider what that's on. I don't know, the fact it says Hansa-Park Express on the front, and it's quite a big loco, but what also makes me feel like it was a train that actually went round the park is because of the carriage that Harry's sitting in. Like, you look at this carriage as well, I think that's definitely built for that, wasn't it? So this isn't one of the carriages from the other one. So I do think, I don't know, I'm only guessing here, guys, you know, bear in mind I don't know much about this park. It's our first time coming this trip, but this maybe used to be a ride what went round, or if not, it's from somewhere else and then they've just stuck a Hansa-Park logo on the front. I don't know, but I think we can actually go in here. Yeah. So we're making that joke just about there being attractions. On the map they list all of these as attractions, which they are, you know, like they're not rides but they are attractions. It's got some good sound effects in here as well. want to go, Harry? Oh, we're both in. To be honest, you're supposed to have two in, aren't you? Like one to chuck the coal in there, that's it.
You can do the coal and I'll try.
Oh, thanks, Harry. I'm just a coal boy. Yeah, not cold, coal. It's a nice warm day today. Here we are then. This looks very pretty. Got the main finale drop there, I think it is, for the log flume just here. Some nice theming around here as well. Quite an old flume ride, built in 1977, but looks in a good shape actually. And the other water ride is down the back just there, the other flume ride. That's an Insulin Super Splash, built in 1986, but we've just walked down there and that's closed till at the moment. They're doing some work on it, some final tests, I'd imagine. But the good thing is with here, there's no staggered openings. All rides do open at 10 o'clock, and even though it's absolutely empty, it's open till 6. Like 6 o'clock is like the bare minimum that they open to. I do really like that. And I like these singing bears. We didn't see any of this area, did we, yesterday? Oh, this is quite a cute area actually, and you get some nice views of the Eurofighter. It reminds me of the Country Bear Jamboree at Disneyland. Here they are. Come on, sing to me and Harry.
Kann ich vom Herzen leiden. Ich mag.
Which one's me, which one's you, and which one's Alex? Comment down below. Yeah. Well, here we go, he's picking up now. Hey! If you do want to catch these amazing singing bears here at Hansa-Park, there's a performance every other half hour.
Does that even mean every other half hour? Does that mean on the hour?
It means every other half hour. I don't know what that means, I don't have a clue. Just every other half hour. Oh, here comes the ghost. Oh, yes. Every other half hour, I don't know. Does that mean every hour then? I don't. Or maybe, I think that means every 30 minutes maybe. I don't know. Very nice. Best Eurofighter I've ever been on that. Right, let's go on the Wild Wazaban. That was a really nice log flume, that one. Very much enjoyed it. I like the fact that when you leave the station, you get some great views above of the Gerstauer Eurofighter. There it is again. And yeah, you go straight down into a little drop there as well. And then you make your way round through the trees and then make the way up the lift hill down the finale drop. So it's not the longest to ride, a few minutes. It's only got them 2 drops. However, really nice ride. I do love these old Arrow flumes. Just really nicely designed, and it's actually, if you're sitting in the back, you tend to get wetter than in the front just because of how it works, and with the waves splashing towards the back, it's really weird on these. Like the one at Liseberg, that's the same in Sweden. Remember the old one at Black Bull Pleasure Beach before they ripped it out and put Infusion in the SLC? Bad decision, that one, in my opinion. But yeah, that was quite nice, that was. Enjoyed it a lot.
of Hansa-Park, welcome back to the Oath of Carnan. The crown will be placed on the King of Gerslau roller coasters tonight at 6 p.m.
He's going on Carnan again. Good bit of music, that, wasn't it? Another good ride there on the Oath of Carnan. Much smoother in the morning when you go on it compared to how it was last night. I mean, by all means, it's still giving me a little bit of Gersteig, but not too much anyway. I was on the outer seat. We're on a second row, weren't we, that time? We think we've got a theory there, don't we, as to how the loading works. So we think it's a random... Yeah, it seems random, like... They don't want people waiting for the rows, do they? Which is interesting. So yeah, you're in a big room, a big circle, all the lights go, and it selects a row, and you've got like a light underneath your feet, and then that gate opens, but then it's not a door directly in front of you. It can be like the front row, or well, any of the 4 rows that open up, which is quite interesting. So it stops people waiting for the front row and things, I suppose, which in a way, you know, I can understand it.
Shoes.
They're nice, they are.
Go to a theme park, buy some shoes.
Very nice. Well, maybe you need them after the ride. Is that the idea?
Maybe.
That's, yeah, these are quite nice. Some good merch. Thought I'd just show you in here because we didn't yesterday. Very well themed shop. The details in this park are very, very nice. Some good stuff. Oh, do you want a little sword fight? There we go. Oh,
You can have the worst one.
Mine's smaller than yours. Yeah. What about our swords? There we go.
Okay.
That's it.
God, this is a good fight, isn't it?
It's fantastic, yeah, really good. Got a nice bit of mug action. To be honest, that is a really nice one. I do like that. It's not like embossed, but I do like it. Both quite good, to be fair. The logo's bigger on that one, but that's nice. €9.95, so not the cheapest, but not the most expensive mugs I've ever seen. That goes to Ferrari Land at Portaventura. Check out my vlog from last week from Spain. It was €25 for a mug. Yeah, €25 just because it was the Ferrari branding, but still, yeah, it is disgusting. That's exactly what I said. €19.90. The t-shirts, I'd say merch is reasonably priced, to be honest. Quite a lot of parks have started selling these flasks now. They're quite nice. I do like the logo for this ride. I've got like a little plate here as well. That's nice. Some good stuff, like some great merch. We'll have a look in the main gift shop at the end as well, because we didn't even go in there yesterday to have a little sneaky look. But yeah, it's a great ride, really good storyline. There's so much to it. I definitely recommend, if you get a chance, have a little look online into the whole story behind it, because it'd take me like 10 minutes to explain it all. Like, it's a massive story, but it's a great ride. It certainly does get a little bit rougher throughout the day, but it is still one of the smoother Gerslau coasters that I've done. It just makes me wish that the Smiler had have had those trains with the lap bars, because it just rides so much nicer, not having your shoulders bashed into the restraints. But just look at that, and when you walk back out the shop and you got this very like chilled music playing out here and this massive coaster, it really is a stunning ride. And whether it's your top in Europe or just one of your favourites, or maybe you're like me and you've come along, you've experienced it, really enjoyed it, but it's still nowhere up there, you've got to admit that Gerslau have done an amazing job when it comes to designing something quite like this. With that lift hill, it is unique. It's the only ride in the world to do that, and Gerslau, which is still a relatively new company compared to some of the ones that have been going for years, they've produced something very unique, and that's what I really appreciate about this ride. And like, look at this support structure here. You think it starts just down here at the bottom, and then look at it all the way up, what it's holding up. absolutely crazy. That massive support structure. Then it goes down onto that side and connects over with this one. It's absolutely nuts. It really is. I do like how many different weird and wacky things there is in this park, what the classed as attractions. And this is another one. We've got this little rope bridge just here, like going across rickety bridge. Kind of reminds me of Adventureland in Disneyland Paris. That's got a bridge like this, what you go over. It's also got one like this down the bottom. Very nice. And you might also notice around the top here, got a high ropes adventure course. There we are. I'm not too sure if that's included in park admission. I'd say with it being a theme park and you've paid to come in, I'd imagine it is. But yeah, like, it's not the longest one. I think it starts somewhere over there in the Wild West area and you follow it all around here. It is one of those where you have to do every obstacle, but I think there's 2 different obstacles for each one, it seems, just to help with the throughput. But yeah, it's quite a pretty area. Some lovely areas in this park. Really nice. It's got some areas that look very old, the other end by the water rides and things. But yeah, down here, very, very nice. It's great theming about. Nice little suspension bridge. Right then, we're going into what we think is a bear cave. And I'm not too sure what to expect down here, other than that really nice light on the wall. Got a bit of information. I assume this is a bit of backstory about it. Oh, there we go. It says start down there. I don't really know. That's quite nice, isn't it? Oh, it is very spooky.
I can't quite see everything.
I can see absolutely nothing. This does remind me of Disneyland Paris with the caves around Adventureland.
I feel like I'm going to bang my head.
I know. Oh, this is really weird. I think the fact there's no audio as well makes it
Or am I just...
even more creepy. Smoke machine.
I don't know. I feel like there's... Or is it just that dark?
I think it's just that dark. Nice lights in here though.
Oh, there's a wall there. Okay. Not
This
that.
is very...
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, this is very strange. Normally I'd say, oh, it's a shame there's no audio, but actually with this... Oh, that's a bit too soon.
Animatronic.
Oh my god. What is it, a pig? Oh, I can see the bear. I can see the bear, guys. Bear Grylls. There he is. Hello. That's quite cool. I like it in here. It's got atmosphere. They might not have any actual full-on dark rides at this park, but they have got a lot of different indoor scenes, like this, for example. Both of the Gerstlauer thrill coasters. You know, like I think a nice tracked dark ride would go down well here. But yeah, like at least they have got a lot of indoor scenes and things to walk around. I think this is the end. I like that. You can tell it's an older part of the park, but there you go. Bear cave out of 10, Harry. Oh. 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 What would you give that out of 10?
A good 7.
A good 7 out of 10 is good, that. It's a rare number to use on this channel. Yeah, the credit is open. Our 7th and final roller coaster we need to get on at this park. Vekoma Junior Coaster. I think this opened in 1993. Friend did me research. Yeah, I look forward to getting on this. It's open. We got spited yesterday. It was off. It was raining in the morning when we walked past. I did see it. And it was shut for the rest of the day. They were doing a bit of messing about with it. But there we go. It's open. So we're going to have a little ride on this and I'll share some off-ride footage. The more I'm walking around this area of the park, the more I really, really like that interaction between all the different rides. Old Nessie, let's go on there again. And here's the entrance to Razender Roland Mac. Here we are, I'll be back at Europa Park in a couple of weeks, so stay tuned for the vlogs from there. One of my favourite parks out there in the world. Good old Europa. But yes, let's go and have a little ride on Razin and Roland. What we got on the board for this one? Oh yeah, did we have a look yesterday? I can't remember.
Just as a reminder, on the escorted exit can take up to 30 minutes.
I don't know if I fancy it then, Harry. No. I'm a bit scared for that. Right, let's go. See what we've got down here. All this looks like it's all been done for this year, all the rocks and things. Very, very pretty. I was looking last night at some old pictures actually of the park, and they've certainly come a long way in terms of theming. I think a lot of these parks in Europe have, to be honest. Phantasialand's another one. You look at it back in like the 80s, 90s, there wasn't much in terms of theming, but now, look at it, it's one of the most beautiful parks in the world. Quite a queue, a couple of trains worth maybe. Let's go on Roland.
Okay. Du weißt, ich bin kein guter. Du bist ja Achterbahnprofi.
Es macht Spaß. Macht Spaß.
Erinnerst du dich?
So there we go, we've completed all roller coaster credits in this park. Glad we came back for the second day to get on that, but I'm also glad we was here yesterday to get on Nessie, because it seems that Nessie is closed today, the old girl, but at least we did have 2 goes on her, so hopefully it will open later on, but if not, at least we have had a couple of rides on it yesterday. Really nice Schwarzkopf Looper, and yeah, that was a good Vekoma Junior coaster, quite long, and I also liked how it interacted with that whole area, all the Scottish theming, what they put in around there. Looked like it maybe had a bit of a different theme before to what it is now, because there's like some shutters near the end with a bit of an empty space. I think maybe there was like an animatronic section or something in there, but yeah, good layout. I like how it goes through the loop of the Schwarzkopf, and yeah, just overall a couple of nice helixes, relatively smooth, not the smoothest but not rough, you know, it's just what you'd kind of expect from that sort of ride, and yeah, I enjoyed it, but I'm glad we've got the creds done. I'll tell you what, we are seeing some different areas in this part as what we did yesterday. Like, we didn't see this whole section here either, like just near the Old Time Fun Fair, and then this leads down into the Wild West area. So I like this train station up here. Obviously your Wild West area, you should have train in it really, you should have a train station. Bonanza City, yeah, I do like this. Yeah, it should have a train, shouldn't it? And you walk down here, that's a good sight line actually, because you haven't got Carnan sort of in the shot. Like I said yesterday, I bet this looks a lot better round here before that was built at the back with the huge tower. So yeah, it's a nice area. Anyway, we're going to go and watch the laser show again. Hopefully get on that other water ride. Enjoying it a lot more actually today. Seems to be a bit busier, it's got a bit more atmosphere. It's a nice park. Nice little photo area there. Maggies Ranch. Whoa, look at the size of that bratwurst. Yeah. Oh, Harry's gone for some chicken nuggets over there. But I like this little tray what you get. All them chips as well. Can't complain. We just watched the epic laser show again. Watched yesterday's day 1 vlog to see my initial reaction to that. But it was still just as good this time. Absolutely loved it. We watched the morning show. But yeah, look at that. All that. Massive sausage. All them chips and a drink. Really good value for this one. €7.70, so like £6 something. That's really good, like quite a large meal here in the Wild West area. So we'll eat that and try and do the other water ride. Oh, lovely food that was, but can we just appreciate what they've done here with these bins? So obviously smoking's one of them things, isn't it, that a lot of people are trying to stop now, a lot of parks are trying to stop it. And what they've done with the bins, because these would have been ashtrays on the top of the bins, and I know a lot of parks still do have that. However, here they've turned them into plant pots. They put the plants in the old ashtray. How cool's that? What a nice idea. I do like that. I do like this area. It's very nicely detailed. The beauty of coming on a trip to a theme park with Harry is that you get the full experience when it comes to like shooting games and arcades and all that sort of stuff. Because he's the only person I know who like really likes this sort of stuff. But it's great. So what we got here then? You got to shoot the targets,
I imagine.
and we should
I don't quite know.
we should get some action. Oh,
There we go.
that's it, the boots have gone.
There we go.
So we're looking at that lady at the back, see what she does.
Let's get the piano man.
Oh! Oh, oh! Oh my god! How's he playing the piano when he's not even touching it? That's good, I like that. What's this one? That's the clock, is it?
Oh, do we actually? Oh, no, no.
Oh my god! Calm down, calm down. Oh my god. It's like in the night garden, Upsy Daisy, isn't it? That. What else have we got?
I don't quite know. Oh,
I think we should have the piano again. I think that was quite a good one, to be fair. Here we go. That is. Here's the way does Charles down again, Harry. Here's the way does Charles at the end. Get ready. He's gonna die.
20 shots.
Have you actually? Oh, and then he's gone. You got 20 shots. How much for 20 shots?
A euro.
Boots
again.
Boots. What about what? You see at the top? There's one on that rock up there.
Where? Oh,
like
that's
I don't know what that does.
Well, I don't know what. It's really hard to tell where you're at. Oh, that's it. I'm out. I'm out of shots.
Have you used your 20 shots?
I've used my 20.
I think that was well worth a euro. That was. My favourite being this wonderful animatronic. We did say this yesterday, but there's some very questionable animatronics in this park throughout, actually. We've seen quite a few that aren't that good. I mean, people have moaned about Europa Park's animatronics before compared to the likes of Disney and things, but yeah, with these ones here, they're probably the worst animatronics I've ever seen. Oh, I don't know. That was funny. This was quite interesting. So we got a pony ride, but you get given a gun and you've got to shoot things as you're going round. This is quite interesting. Pony Post, I think it's called. Oh, and here's your scores. This looks interesting. Let's go on Pony Post. Oh, how interesting is that? Off we go. So I've been on quite a few of these at different theme parks, but I've never been given a gun on one of them before. Oh, there's a water squirter there. Off we are. Harry is somewhere. What's he do? Take back the... Oh, another animatronic. Questionable. Didn't even see this yesterday. Conan. The Oath of Conan. Oh, there we are. Got some buckets over here. I'm not very good at this, am I? Oh no, that's it. I think I'm just shooting a bit too far away, to be honest. There we go. I had cobwebs on that one. Where's Harry? Oh, he's all the way over there. Yeah, we go on the train ride at some point as well today. Chuck wagon over here. Here we are. We'll see a bit of Harry now. He's going to come around this corner. Great area of the park, this. This is the Scottish area, my favourites. Here he is. He's going to emerge from behind that bush. Da, 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 da. Hey! Take back the West, as they say at Drayton Manor on Sheriff Showdown. We're going to take back the West. There we are. Stage depot. Right, Beverly and Co. Not the Beverly, oh no, it's the Drink in Florida. Nice sit down restaurant in there, it looks like. Highlander up there. Can have another go on that in a minute before it changes over to the Super Tilt, and we'll show you that later. And there you go. Oh, there's a target here. It's what? Good. Oh.
Bitte sitzen bleiben, bis das Pferd zum Stehen gekommen ist.
Please remain seated until the pony comes to a complete stop.
Don't you worry. Don't you worry. See you later, Chief. Right then, so we've made our way back over to Highlander, the new ride for 2019. the tallest and fastest gyro drop tower in the world. And there it is at 394 feet. I think that's what it was anyway. But it's ridiculously tall. Now, yesterday we found out there was 2 different options on this. And from 1 o'clock, it changes from tilt to super tilt. So we're about to find out exactly what that is, because yesterday we got to the top, incredible view, but then it tilted that sort of angle. What do you reckon, 30 degrees, you reckon?
I think it says 30 degrees.
Tilts about that, which was good, looking down, and then we went back in and then dropped. So we're about to find out what super tilt is. Is it gonna be we tilt even more? There's Nessie, back in action, is what I like to see. Are we gonna tilt more, Falcon's Fury? Or are we gonna, I don't know, stay like that and then drop? Is it gonna slowly move in as we come back down? Is it gonna go back up at the bottom? Who knows? We're about to find out. It's just gone 1 o'clock. A techie rocked up just as well to maybe change the cycle, we think. But here we go, Highlander, super tilt. Oh, Nessie. Let's find out and we'll see when we come off. It's a mystery.
Ja, ich weiß, wie du meinst. Ja, schick es zurück.
Wenn ich mal dann wieder da bin, ja.
Yes, that was more like it. Super tilt is more like what we were expecting with the normal operation. It takes you, there we are, like that, to what, 30 degrees,
30
and then
degrees.
you're straight down. So it tilts the same, but you drop in that tilted position. So that was much better. Still not no force to it, but obviously with the wind brushing into your face as you go down, like blasting up, it's a lot better. I enjoyed that. Yeah, really good. Did you enjoy it any more that time?
Yeah, it's better, isn't it, tilted?
It is a lot better. I still prefer Scream at Hansa-Park for the force, but it's still a good attraction. But yeah, I just noticed we've got another boat behind us here. Is that another attraction to go in the park? I think it is. Obviously, you've got a few different trains and things, and yeah, it's very pretty. Like, I do like this park. Like, it's not one of my favourites in Europe, but I do like it. You know, it's we'll do a full summary at the end of the day. I think it's took me a while to get used to just how some things operate at this park. But yeah, overall, you know, I'm quite enjoying it. I'm enjoying it more today than I was yesterday, kind of because I know what to expect after yesterday, which is good. But yeah, anyway, we're going to head over now to do the other log flume, the Insulin one over at the back. So we'll head down there, share some off-ride shots. Hopefully it's open now. So we've come down to the other flume ride now, the Intamin Super Splash. Let's come and go on this. And yeah, the water's running and there's a member of staff down there. But yeah, it seems to be closed. They've got a chain across here. Oh yeah, look at that. Do like how there's a train line just at the back of the park. And yeah, it says here 4 o'clock. So that's like over 2 hours until it's going to open. I assume it's been open. And then they've closed it again. I don't quite get it. The ride's running, the water's around the trough, there's a boat that we can see up there on the lift hill. Yeah, it seems very weird. When we was on Highlander I definitely saw some people on it, so I'm not too sure. I mean, I said to Harry just maybe it's one of them situations. I mean, this is just me guessing. They have to have a certain amount of people in the boats, and with it being quite a quiet day, they've got to fill the boats up, and obviously don't want to keep people waiting, so they're hoping that opening it for a couple of hours here and there builds more of a queue. I don't know, that would make sense. I know some parks have done that before. Ramesses Revenge at Chessington, that requires what, like 12 riders or something, so they've only opened that for a certain amount of time or at peak times. But yeah, I don't know, I hope we get on it. I mean, we'll come back down here at 4 to come on, but it seems a bit weird, that one, doesn't it? Casey Jr.'s running round the track. Casey Jr.'s back. Casey Jr.'s back again. Yeah! Here we are on the Hansa-Park Railway for a nice journey around the park. Got a bit of music. A bit of a speech as we go round to a full loop round. It's quite a big train by the looks of it. I think it is an active transport ride as well with numerous different stops. It's definitely one in the Wild West area. Here we go, we've got on the one towards the entrance. But yeah, it goes all the way around the back of Carnan this, so quite a long ride I'd imagine. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the Hansa-Park Express.
Tour geht es mit dem Supersplash. 20 Meter. Unser nächster Halt ist das Holzverlager. Achtung! Adrenalinalarm!
Some really good views on this train ride. Very much like it, especially around the back here of Carnan. Nice lake down the bottom. So since getting on, we've had 3 more stops. So yeah, there's been a total of 4 so far. I don't know if there's another one before we get back, but we've got to go all the way past Highlander, back towards the other end of the park. So yeah, it's a good train ride. You get some lovely views. Here comes Carnan again. I like the music on here as well.
Klassiker des Hansa-Parks, der zudem zu einer gesamten Runde mit dem rasenden Ruder einlädt. Im Zentrum der Highlander. Der Westlandprinz, das berühmte Stadttor von Danzig, sehen Sie schon von weitem.
Nice train ride that was. 4 stations in total all the way round, and yeah, very much enjoyed it. Some good views. I like how it goes all through the park as well, so you get some really nice photos and video as you're making your way through. But we're going into a mystery attraction now that we don't have a clue what it is. It's the Tahiti Trail, and I've got a milkshake as well. Strawberry milkshake. You got vanilla, strawberry, banana and chocolate available. Yeah, it was like €3 something, so not too bad. This is it. I don't know, it looks like a bit of a play area or something, but I'm not too sure. It's a mystery attraction. Oh, in the background here, living the dream. Oh, hello. Trying to get, oh, she's getting in the vlog. There we are. Theme Park Worldwide on YouTube. Check it out. What is it, Harry? Oh, that's from the Panning for Gold. It's a play area. Oh, and we were hoping for a dark ride. Gutted. Yeah. Oh yeah, you gotta be under 1.4. Does that mean? I don't know. Yeah, it's a play area. Oh, that's a disappointment. Yeah. Let's have a look. Oh yeah. Oh, it's a big play area. Well, it goes quite far back. There you go. No dark riding here, unfortunately. But luckily, we've got Nessie just outside, haven't we? Old Nessie. Yes, what a beauty. Sitting here, enjoy the ambience of these wonderful parrots. I'm just going to be quiet for a few seconds and let you enjoy the ambience. Then a few seconds are now over. Right, so we're back again at Thorpe Park. We went there yesterday where we nipped over for a ride on Storm Surge. And here we go, we get on these dinghy slides. Hey, welcome to Depth Charge. Yes, it's got a little bit of theming going down the side, but it's not got a big submarine on the top of this one. Lots of expansion space here. There's certainly room for something quite large. I'd like to see an Insulin gyro swing in this park. I think that'll work quite nicely. Oh, a really good view looking back that way. To be honest, I reckon Carden will look quite nice from the top, just up here. Well, let's go on the Barracuda slide. Hey, it's a ride that I can pronounce, Harry. Yes. That play area was quite funny in there. I think some kids thought I was the staff. So I was like, yeah, just head straight in, go on through. It was quite funny. Barracuda slide, what we got? Any advice for me?
Nothing that exciting. There is a risk of getting wet on this one.
Oh, I don't know if I fancy it then on this water ride, to be honest. There we are. No liability is accepted for water damage, so we best put this camera away. Right then, so we have mentioned in the vlogs that there's a high ropes course here in this park, and the good thing is it is included in the price, so that's really good. I mean, if they really wanted to, they could maybe just charge €5 on top and do it as an add-on, but no, they haven't done it. It's included, which I do really like that. And here it is. Doesn't look like it's the longest, but we saw it earlier in the vlog when we was underneath on the water. There it goes round in a circle, so we're going to go on this again. It's one of those that can't get any footage on. It is a shame that we're not being able to use our GoPro here. It's one of those, like I said yesterday, did ask for permission. It was a strict no for on-ride filming on everything pretty much, which is a shame, but they are the rules of the park. So we'll go on this, but what I can film is the parade. We saw a bit of a preview of it yesterday. Looks quite good, so we'll catch that after we've been on this. So it took about 20 minutes to do the high ropes course, and I must say that was really good. Great staff on there, only 2 staff running it, but they've got a great setup where you go in and then they kit you all up in all the stuff. It took like 30 seconds to get it all kitted up and then go straight round the course. Really good, some very unique obstacles on that as well. Some that I've never seen before. Bear in mind I've done a lot of the Go Apes back in the UK, quite a few of the other different ones around. And yeah, that was really good. There was some difficult, some not so difficult, but the good thing was you could there were some passing places for different ones. You could go back on yourself if you wanted to. You kind of make it as long or short as you wanted to. However, it still had that setup in terms of it's not a massive, ugly structure. You know, it went round in a circle with a little bit coming off the side. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. Good fun attraction, and the fact it's included in the entrance fee is really good. I mean, how much was it, Alton Towers? It was like £20 or something, wasn't it? It was quite expensive, and it was outside the park. So, yeah, that was really good. It takes it out of you a bit. You're using all your muscles and pulling on ropes and stuff. There was no zip line on that. I thought that would have been quite nice at the end, maybe. But I suppose that requires another member of staff. And as we've seen so far this trip, we know they don't like sort of, you know, spending on unnecessary staff, so to speak. And yeah, it's one of those. But really enjoyed it. You enjoy that, Harry?
Really good. There's some difficult
Good
ones
fun.
on there, but no, really good fun.
Yeah, good fun attraction. Something a bit different. I like how it's inside the park. But anyway, we're going to be waiting for the parade, which should be starting any second somewhere. I don't know where the route starts, but we know it comes past here. Anywhere where you see those yellow stars on the floor means that's where the parade goes. So we'll watch that and I'll share some footage of it here in the vlog. Here we go then. So here comes the parade. Bit of a lack of audio with this one. Hello. Hey. Quite interesting how they don't have a sound system set up around the parade route. Hey, hello. How are you? Hey, awesome. Very friendly. We've actually encountered a lot of really friendly staff today, which has been good. Oh, I like this little train. It's quite personal, this, isn't it? Hello. Needs a bit of audio. I think some of these floats coming around here have got a bit of music though. It's a bit like how Europa Park's parade used to be, you know, where they don't have like a speaker system set up around the route. However, they do there now. But here we go. Like personal parade. Hansa-Park Parade. Get your fruit down there, have a nice juicy banana. Oh, that's better, there we go, bit of audio now. Hello. Oh, it's very cute this actually. I wouldn't class it like a proper parade in terms of, you know, with show stops and things. Still very nice. Oh, we've got a nice London taxi coming down here. Oh, yes. There we are. Highland Tours. Visit Nessie. Oh, will do. Nessie for the win. Nessie was on that one. We like a bit of Nessie. Oh. At least the audio is all in sync with the different vehicles, which is good. Wonder if this is IMA score. It sounds like it could be. It's rare that you see a parade going under a Gerstlauer, isn't it? There you are. Can you imagine this at Thorpe Park? More bananas. God, they love bananas in this parade, don't they? This is probably my favourite themed floats. Hello. Well, this one's going very fast. Look at this. Where's the driver? I think he's hiding in there, is he? Oh, I love it. There we are. Send him back to Valhalla. There you are. Off the parade route, please. Off the parade route. There it is, the finale float. That's your parade. There we go. I mean, it's very. Oh, whoa, whoa! What's this? That he's rocked up with, sneaking up with a bit of a nice lolly back there. That's the parade. I mean, what's that? 5 minutes, but it is a parade. Like that's the key. They've got one.
Something that's really interesting.
Go on.
Is that from the variety show that we watched?
Yeah.
With all the you know, all the acts going on.
Yeah.
Every last one of them was a character there. So like the Viking with the sword was the acrobat.
In there, I suppose they all come together from every show. And come for the parade, which, you know, is fine. I quite like that, you know, because like Harry said, you'll sort of recognise people out of the other shows if you've watched them. But no, it was nice that it's very short. It feels a bit like how the Europa Park Parade used to be. What I'd love to see them do with this is make it a proper parade route, and I mean putting speakers in all the way around the route so it could play through a sound system, and also instead of the stars putting in some posts to block it off properly. However, I would say the quality of the floats in that parade was better than that of Portaventura. They don't actually block the parade route off either, but they do have the audio playing through a sound system. But on another note, that felt quite cute. It's quite a quaint parade. You know, there's a lot of different floats, quite a bit going on. And I think it does come back this way, actually. I think it goes to the entrance, like turns round, and then comes back, because yesterday we also saw it going this way, so I'm not too sure. But there you go, we've pretty much seen everything now, what this park's got to offer, other than that one log flume. There's a couple of smaller rides, like you've got these down here, there's a pirate ship and things, but you know, it's just gone 3 o'clock on day 2. You know, I would say still it is a one-day park if you are just interested in the ride aspect. But if you do want to do lots of re-rides and see shows and things, then, you know, I'd probably say 2 days is about right, maybe for a first visit. I think it all depends on what you're looking for with this park. If you just want the thrill rides, definitely a one-day park. If you want more of the overall experience, 2 days. But I've enjoyed it a lot more today than I did yesterday. Yeah, it's just had a bit more of an atmosphere, but there you go. Hopefully we'll get on this log flume at 4 o'clock. We'll do a few re-rides, and also later on as well, we'll check out the gift shop up at the main entrance so I can show you all of the merchandise on offer. What are you doing? Filming on again. What have I said about filming me on the drum? Come on in then, come on. Call me off guard then, definitely not planned. I've had a few requests for Djembe number 2, so we're going to have a little go at Djembe number 2. So, but this time I'm going to rename it, not Djembe, because we're inside. What do you even call these, Harry?
A teepee.
A teepee, that's it. We're in the enchanted teepee. No, different one. No bar in here. So here we go, right. We're going to call this the Oath of Carnan. So here we go. That's it. Let's get ready for Twitter viral. Here we go. So. There's the oath of Carnan. There's the oath of Carnan. You've got the oath of the Carnan. Oath of the Carnan. Oath of the Carnan. It's Gerslau. Sing along. It's the oath of the Carnan. It's Gerslau. It's the oath of the Carnan, it's Gerslau. It's the oath of the Carnan. Oath of the Carnan. Oath of the Carnan, it's Gerslau. There we go. Get on Twitter. So we had another ride on the Curse of Northgard? I don't know, something like that. Anyway, we've been on the Curse, the Gerslau Eurofighter. Honestly, it's the best one of those I've done. I've tried it on the front, the back, the sides, the middle. And yeah, there is smoother seats, but in general, I just find it quite re-rideable. I could sit on that. Carnan, I don't think it's as re-rideable because of how intense it is. But yeah, we'll definitely go back and have another ride on there later to end the day. But we've been speaking all throughout the day one vlog, and quite a bit in this one, about this other Insulin Flume ride that we need to go on. And it's the last major ride we need to get. And it's had this funny opening time. It said that it was going to open at 4, so it's now 4 o'clock, so we're going to head over to it. We don't know how long it's going to be open for. It could only be 5 minutes, who knows? I doubt it, but anything's possible. So we thought we'll get it for 4. Oh, I can hear some, yes, I heard some screams going down the drop. So it's open, we don't know how long for, but yes, let's go and try out this Intamin Splash. Looking forward to having a go and seeing how wet we're going to get. Yes, it's open, Super Splash, here we go, 20 metres. According to that sign there, we're straight on. Harry hasn't even got time to read that because we've got to get on.
Time to wait.
We don't know how long, but we're in like a big tent here. There we go, so we'll see you when we come off. It's got a turntable in operation. The log flume wasn't a turntable and this one is, so let's go on. We'll see how wet we're gonna get. Blimey, that was a bit wetter and more intense than what I was expecting. Doesn't sound really strange, but this is one of the rides that I'd done a bit of research into a few years ago because of it being a bit unique. And yeah, we've just gone on it, and yeah, it got absolutely soaked. We were sat in the back, and I'm not like Valhalla wet, but the whole of my bottom half, a massive splash came in, and yeah, you can see a bit more on Harry how wet we got. Yeah, reasonably wet, and yeah, the bottom half is like worse, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, it was quite interesting. I mean, if we turn it round again, have a look at the drop. Like, you can't really see that much from here. You can see it better when you're going up the lift, but the drop goes like that, and then it's got like goes steeper, and you actually get a bit of airtime. I mean, Harry said to me, "God, let's hold on," and I thought, nah, no, we'll be all right. But yeah, I'd definitely recommend hold on, because there's no seat belts, no lap bars, nothing like that. Yeah, it's a lot bigger than it looks as well. Like, it was quite intense, but I'm glad we've been on it. Good job it's a nice hot day, but we are now soaked. But there we go, I won't bother going on again, but we've been on Super Splash. I reckon that's just karma, isn't it? The fact we've been saying, oh, it's not been on for 2 days.
Worth a day and a half wait.
A day and a half wait, and realistically we only queued up just about 5 minutes, so not too bad. Yeah, you're wet down there, aren't you? I can see that. God, that's crazy, but we've done it. Happy days. I'm not sure, you can tell it's an Intamin, can't you? Like, this looks like it's a failed coaster project here at Intamin's factory, and they were like, yeah, if you're buying this Flume ride, we'll chuck in a free station for you, and this is like another ride. Like, look, it's supposed to, I reckon, LSM launch up into this airtime hill, and then it takes you up there, and then a bit like Superman the Escape, I reckon, it goes up a 400-foot tower and then brings you back down into that airtime hill. Definitely, it's even got the footers for it as well. I mean, it doesn't need all that footing, surely, not just for a little tent like that. I reckon one of Intamin's failed projects, one of many, should we say. Don't worry, I love them, Intamin.
I have lost Sean somewhere, so I've just come to have a look at the observation tower.
What are you messing about, Harry?
Oh, there you are, sorry, miles away.
What are you doing? Oh, spinny wheel. Well, this one doesn't move like this on the spin.
I didn't see you there, sorry.
What do you mean you didn't see me? I was just checking out this. Put it on your head. Oh, yeah. There we go. Let's go in again. Ready? Oh. Na 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 na. Highlander. So we went to watch the absolutely incredible, outstanding, mesmerising, whatever amazing word that you can think of, laser show again. Honestly, we've seen it 3 times, it's that good. If it was on again now, I'd go and watch it. Honestly, if you do come here to Hansa-Park, go and watch the laser show. We've then just had another 2 rides on Carnan, and yeah, it's been great to have another go on there. Of course, get some more, oh, in the background, you right there, theme battle, losers. I'm not the losers, you're the losers for doing that. There we are, let's get in. Have you had a good day? Nothing, there we go, that's it. See you later. Is that what, that is loser, I think, isn't it? Is that loser, Harry? I don't know.
I think so, yes.
Yeah, I think so. But yeah, I just had 2 rides on Carnan. I didn't find it as rough actually there at the end, to be honest, as I did when we went on it last night. I don't know, maybe just I'm not as tired today, or I don't know, I've not done it as many times, but yeah, I've got no gear steak after that one. But yeah, anyway, we've got about 10 minutes left. Might have another go on Nessie, to like my old Schwarzkopf, and Nessie's she's close to my heart, Nessie, bless her. And it's been nice to get some goes on her. We've got about 5 rides on her, I think. We've done Highlander quite plenty of times. So yeah, we'll have a head up this way, still towards the exit anyway. Go in the gift shop, have a look around there, and then do a nice summary of our 2 days at Hansa-Park. But Carnan, honestly, what a ride, it is crazy. that then. We didn't just have one ride on Nessie. Well, we thought we were going to get one. The operator sent us round again, didn't he?
It's round again.
How good was that? Like, honestly, such a mix, this park. But I was going to film this character, but he's just gone in through that archway. It was a giraffe with a very, very long neck. Like, it looks very, very strange. But anyway, we're going to have a little look inside the gift shop, just over here on the left-hand side, because we've not actually been in. Oh, souvenirs, it says over there. I think it leads all the way through. And then we'll come back out here and wrap up. We'll summarise. Oh, sorry, yeah. Oh, we'll summarise both of our days here at Hansa-Park. Souvenirs to the souvenir shop. Yeah, it's very strange, isn't it? Like, all this is themed, and that's not themed at the side. Very strange. But let's go inside the souvenir shop. Let's have a look at the merch. All the bands kicking in. There we go. Hang on. Everybody in the gift shop. Oh, it's all nautical themed. What we got? This looks like all generic. I need vitamin C. There you go, we all need a bit of that. Hansa-Park. Got some nice mugs, how much we talking? $6.95, that's very good value. T-shirts. I must say the merch quality seems quite good.
You just want a picture frame.
Yeah.
You can get that from a theme park.
There you go. Quite a big shop actually. Didn't look that big from outside. Blue Peter logo. Does look like the Blue Peter logo a lot, which is a TV programme is it still on in the UK? I think it is.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, Blue Peter. Big section for Carlin. To be honest, the Carlin branding is really nice. I really like these t-shirts. So some very nice stuff. Wallets there as well with Carlin on. You got the mugs. Some nice stuff. Stuff here for the Curse of Norgood at Eurofighter. Highlander, the highest and fastest gyro drop tower in the world. And the seats tilt. Yeah, I love it. Little quote there from the advert and also the laser show. Some really nice merch actually, and it's not too expensive. Didn't think I've said this with Highlander, but I do like how it's got the turret on top. They put the effort in with that. Look round the shop, look round the shop. Oh, Hansa-Park bag. Some really good merchandise actually. That's quality there, quite nice. The band's going again outside. Got a nice slithering snake over here. There we are, plenty of those around in here. More stuff for the Gerst, and there we go, that's the gift shop. Yeah, some very, very nice items. We'll head outside and we'll wrap up the vlog. Highlander. Beautiful Hansa-Park band there to play us out at the end of our day 2 vlog here from Hansa-Park. And you know what? After getting to the end of day number 2, I've enjoyed it a lot more than I originally thought I had yesterday. I mean, this park is very mixed, isn't it? There's some things about it that are really, really good. There's some bits about it that aren't great. But let's focus on the positive things about this park, things that I've really enjoyed the most. The standout things for me, of course, Carnan. It was a ride that I wanted to do. I absolutely loved it. It hasn't let me down in terms of the overall experience of it. Maybe the outdoor section I was expecting it to be a little bit more intense in some places. However, it's certainly a fantastic world-class coaster. It's nowhere near in my top 10 list, but it's a great ride, and I can see exactly why it would be if Gerstlauer is a ride that you really do enjoy. For me personally, I know it's got the lap bars, but it's still just not a ride that I particularly enjoy lots and lots, and I don't think it's very re-rideable because of how rough it can be later on in the day. I say that it was better today than it was yesterday. All depends on the weather, doesn't it? The trains that you're on, all that sort of stuff. Other standout ride to me in this park, Nessie, the Schwarzkopf Looper. Really enjoyed that. All the theming around that Scotland area is great. I think the Wild West area is probably my favourite themed area in the park. I like the high ropes course. My favourite overall thing in this park, more from the band, thank you, to play us out. Yeah, my overall favourite thing about this park has been the laser show. I wasn't joking yesterday. I love that to bits. It's right on my street. But that, Carnan, Nessie and Highlander, after doing it today on the super tilt, not just the tilt, I really feel like it's a lot better experience when you drop in that tilted position. Overall, let's talk about operations. So it's quite slow, isn't it, on some of the rides here? If you've been here before, you'll know that, you know, they're not particularly getting them throughputs, which I don't think is a problem when you've got a great experience. See you later, when you're getting a great experience. However, you know, they have been quite slow at getting some of the trains out, so I don't know, it's one of them, isn't it? I don't mind it being a little bit slower for the experience of, you know, the staff interacting and things, but I don't know, it's one of those, isn't it? It's a very different park in terms of how they operate their rides. In terms of everything else, I really like some of the operations, what you've got. At the end of the day on Nessie, we were in the station, last ride of the day, you know, it was clear that they shut the queue and everything, and the operators just sent it again. Over there at the entrance, I mean, they've shut now, but for half an hour after closing, they kept the chair swing and the carousel open just because they're near the entrance. So yeah, there's a real mix of things. Here as well, I forgot to mention this yesterday, but when it says 6 o'clock ride close, it means the queue close. It's like the Merlin parks, which is really good. It means you've got until 6 to get in. Parks like Fantasyland do close the queues a bit earlier, so it's one of those, isn't it? And there's quite a lot of parks that do that, so I'm glad they don't here. In terms of things that I wish they'd improve on, just a general level of customer service. We had some issues yesterday. I must say staff have been a lot better today. Some of the themed areas look great, others don't look that good, but overall it is well maintained. Like, even the areas that aren't particularly heavily themed, it is nicely maintained in those, with lots of flower beds and just the little things, isn't it? Like all these potted plants around, the fact they do like the little clock at the entrance. They've got some really nice flats here as well. I enjoyed the observation tower. Again, looks quite old, but I think they're gradually updating the areas. A few of the other flats we've done have been really good. The Dodgems is one of the best ones out there that I've done. And yeah, that pretty much summarises it all. Water rides, yeah, you know, they're really good what they've got. A couple of log flumes, one's a bit of a soaker, the other one's a really nice classic, and the little rapids boat, the dinghies, what we did, they're really good as well. So overall, it's a park that I've enjoyed coming to. I've enjoyed it more today. However, it's not one of my favourites in Europe. I probably wouldn't even put it in my top sort of 5-6 parks in Europe, to be honest. But it's a lovely park. There's some nice parts of it and there's some bits that I'm not so keen on, but it is quite small if you come in here. You could do it in a day, as I've said, but I'd probably recommend 2 if you want re-rides. Maybe you're into photography and want to get some photos and things, take it a bit more chilled out, then yeah, you'd want 2 days. But if you do come here, don't miss that laser show, will you? I'll be upset if you come here and miss that. But there you go, they are my thoughts. I'm not leaving with the top park, I'm not leaving with the top coaster, nowhere near, but I am leaving after having a good time experiencing a new park, and of course spending it with someone very special, Nessie, who's a brilliant ride. I'm joking. Well, there we are. That's my bit of a summary there. I say a bit of a summary. It was quite a summary, but there we go. I didn't do one yesterday, so yeah. I don't know if Harry's got anything he wants to add in, what I might have forgot, or Highlander. Yeah.
Highlander, very good.
Best ride for you in this park, have you got a favourite?
I mean, the coasters are all a bit rough.
Yeah, you don't like a rough coaster, neither do I, to be fair.
It gives me a bit of a headache, so that was probably one of the highlights. The laser show again was a highlight.
Yeah, we love the laser show.
Just the soundtrack in there and everything about it was really good.
Me and Harry normally have very different opinions on some things, I'd say, whereas here, I think we've been very mutual about what we've both liked the same sort of things, we've both not liked the same sort of things, and it's just, you know, we share very similar thoughts, I think. It does, yeah, like, you know, obviously, it might not always be the most exciting to watch when we both think the same, because I think it's nice when we all have different opinions and stuff, but we genuinely both feel the same about Hansa-Park. But don't get me wrong, it isn't somewhere that, you know, I would never come back to, not at all. Like, it's somewhere whenever they open something major, of course I'll come back and see it. And I feel like this park, along with a lot of the German parks, they're really getting into that theming now and developing. I think 10 years from now, this park's going to look very different to what it is. These areas, what haven't been updated yet, are going to be, in my opinion. But there you go, I rattled on for 2 songs of the wonderful Hansa-Park band, so let's just appreciate them because they are fantastic guys. And let's just take a moment, I know we had a bit of an issue with a staff member yesterday, but let's just take a moment to just, if any staff are watching, just to thank them for the hard work in this park, because we've both worked in theme parks and over the years, and we know what it's like. And to be honest, the guys here are having a bit of a tough time. Like some of the coasters, 2 members of staff on, well, the big coasters have both got 2 staff. The food outlets, other than the massive restaurant we ate yesterday, but all your kiosks and stuff, they're serving full meals like hot dogs and things, but there's 1 member of staff, there isn't someone cooking in the back. So yeah, let's just take a moment. I don't think we say it enough in these vlogs, to be honest, but just to appreciate the staff actually have got a lot on the plate here, and they are doing a lot. So, and if you've worked in parks, I think you'll appreciate that. But there you go, I've rambled on for long enough. Literally this park, it was busy when we started this video. It's now all died down. It's time to go. But yeah, thank you very much for joining me and Harry here for our 2-day vlog. Like I say, I'll probably never come here for 2 days again. It'll probably be 1-day visit next time. But it's been good to come here and see it all and spend it with Harry. But tomorrow, we're going to be heading into the centre of Hamburg, where we're going to be going to Miniature Wonderland and also the dungeon as well. So stay tuned for those coming up on the channel. I'll do a bit of a review of the dungeon, I'm sure. And yeah, Miniature Wonderland, somewhere that I've wanted to go to for a long time, so looking forward to seeing that. But there we go, thank you very much for joining us from Hansa-Park. I'm sure we'll be back at some point in the future, and that leaves me with one more thing to say. Highlander! Oh no, it's cue those credits, isn't it? See you all tomorrow.